What's up, people? It's your boy Truth 100, and you guys are right here tuned in with the Black Report. Let's go.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Block Report. It's your boy Kicks.
And I'm Half Ounce, and today we have Truth 100.
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
Truth? Welcome
Yes,
to
sir.
the block, man. Hey,
I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Yes, sir. Yes, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Who you are, what you do, and where you're from.
I'm a recording artist, you know what I'm saying? I make music, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a rapper, do not call me a rapper, I'm a recording artist. I'm based out of Watts, you know what I'm saying, Los Angeles, and yeah, that's what I do, man.
That's right. Okay, so you're a recording artist, man. So before we go into that, what was it like for a young Truth growing up? Where'd you grow up?
Young Truth. Man, it's crazy because I kind of bounced around all of SoCal, you know what I'm saying? Okay. There was even a point in time where I was younger, like I was in kindergarten, I was in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, like for a year. Atlanta for a year, you know what I'm saying, then I came back, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, most of my life I grew up like around South LA, you know what I'm saying, the Florence Graham district, you know what I'm saying? But growing up for me, man, it was I would say like a pretty cool, normal childhood, you know what I'm saying?
Did you have both your mom and dad in your life?
Mom and dad, you know what I'm saying?
Brothers and sisters?
Brothers and sisters. I got 5 siblings, you know what I'm saying? I actually got 8 siblings, but 5 from my mom and pops, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Brother, 4 sisters. I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest?
Yeah, so I got to be that example, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a pretty cool childhood growing up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pretty normal. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
At what age did the music bug beat you? When you knew that, when you first picked up a microphone or when you first wrote your first rhyme, what age were you?
2nd grade, I was writing poems.
Okay.
You know, that's how I started writing. I was writing love poems, you know, to the little girls or whatever.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I started. That's how I started. You know, writing. I would say verses. You know what I'm saying? They were in poem form. They weren't in song form. You know what I'm saying? It was about when I hit 15. I was in my brother-in-law's garage. He had a home studio, and you know, he seen me writing my poems one time, and he was just like, hey, you know. He read it and then he's like, hey bro, it sounds hard, you know, you could lay this down on a track, you know, whoop-de-whoop. And he was kind of the one that pushed me to, you know, start recording. And you know, ever since then I fell in love with it, you know what I'm saying?
You fell in love with music somewhere around like middle school, high school, huh?
Oh yeah, I was always in love with music, you know.
Who was your musical influences?
Man, I have a bunch, bro. Like, I listen to a lot of East Coast rap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So growing up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of Nas, a lot of Big L, you know, Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I also listened to like Pac. He was heavy in my rotation, you know what I'm saying? People like fucking Snoop, you know what I'm saying? All the greats, the legends, you know. But it was mainly on some East Coast shit, you know what I'm saying? And you could kind of hear it when you hear my music, you know what I'm saying?
I hear a lot of versatility.
Yeah.
You have more of that edge to you.
Right.
I like it.
Right. How would you describe it? If you could describe it in 3 words, what would it be?
My music?
Yeah.
My music.
3 words.
Genuine. I would say creative, you know, and different. You know what I'm saying? It's I kind of make it a priority, like to challenge myself and step out of my creative process. Like,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like do things that every other artist would be kind of scared to try. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I pride myself in. Is just like being as versatile as I can. You know, showing that we can do it too. You know, my people can do it too. And we as in Latinos, you know what I'm saying? Because we get overlooked so much in this game, you know what I'm saying? So I think versatility is a big part in showing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I noticed because you don't also just do hip hop. You do like R&B.
Oh yeah.
You got a mix of different things. And you can go if you really wanted to beef.
Oh yeah.
I've seen you do stuff.
Oh yeah.
And if you wanted to, you could definitely handle yourself.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I come from, when I first started making music, it was like strictly on some boom bap type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like real lyrical type stuff. You know.
Okay.
But you know, as time has passed, I've evolved as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've never really been scared of stepping out of my comfort zone and trying new things, you know, getting on different kind of beats, you know, getting on a pop kind of beat, on a dance hall kind of beat, on an R&B beat, you know, like I've always kind of made it a priority, like, yeah, let me try this, you know what I'm saying? And I know I can do it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, music has been in my life forever. You know, I started making music when I was 15, but music has been in my life since the baby, you know what I'm saying? My my uncles are musicians, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as they make, they're in a band, you know, banda type stuff.
What's the name of the band?
I actually don't even know the name of the band, you know, because they be switching off. Like, I think they switch like twice or whatever.
Hey, what instruments do they play? Let's go on that, Alex.
Yeah.
What instruments do your uncles play?
Guitar, you know what I'm saying? My uncle's a lead singer for a band as well. You know what I'm saying? And then banda, my Spanish.
That's where it comes down to lineage, yeah.
Do you play any instruments yourself? Do you have any special talents you have besides music?
I could read music sheets, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to play a little bit of piano. I'm not the greatest, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Not everybody can read music.
Oh, I could read music, yeah, for
that's
sure,
tight,
for sure. I
that's
could read.
tight, that's tight.
Yeah, I actually went to the Los Angeles recording school, the film school. You know, I went there for like 8-10 months, right after high school, and that kind of helped me a lot, cause you know it.
You know, that's the same school I believe that Russ came from too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It kind of laid the foundation for me. It taught me all the fundamentals, you know, like taught me all the basics, you know what I'm saying? I kind of took that, and once I left the school, I kind of, you know, grew, you know what I'm saying?
As an artist, man, I know you're Chicano, right? Are you mixed by chance, or are you just straight Chicano?
Both mom and pops is Mexican, you know what I'm saying?
Where are they from?
My mom is from Guadalajara, you know, but she was raised in Watts. Both of my parents were raised in Watts, you know what I'm saying? So, but they, you know, originally she's from Guadalajara. My dad is from, you know, Mexicali area, you know what I'm saying? So, but his family is like rooted off in Sinaloa, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's where my parents are from.
Who do you listen to?
Who?
As far as your favorite singer, because you say you like a diversity of music.
Oh yeah.
Name your top 5 singers.
My top 5 singers.
All time.
My number one, the GOAT, who I grew up listening to. That's just my personal what I grew up listening to. Is as far as R&B, like Neo. You know what I'm saying? So
I went to school with Neo.
for real? Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's dope.
I went to school with Neo.
Yeah, that's dope. Neo, to me, because like a lot of people don't know also that Neo is a dope ass writer. Like he has so many hits, not only for himself, but he has so many #1 hits as a writer that he wrote for other artists. Like that's who I look up to as an R&B artist. You know, that's like one of my favorites to go. But Usher is up there. You know what I'm saying? You got I listen to a lot of shit. Like probably right now that's new, cause those are older cats. Like new, I would say Giveon or Jimmy. Is that how you say it? Giveon. Yeah. A lot of Blast. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. But yeah, as far as my GOAT, bro, I would say Neo for sure.
Okay.
Neo. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
Just
good one.
because,
That's a good
just
one.
like I said, he has so many records. Like even the ones that are not his, they're his.
During the process, what's the toughest thing you've been through?
As far as what?
Music,
Process.
in the music process.
Yeah, do you
Tough-
struggle more with creating hooks, starting the verse
my
off?
recording creative
Yeah,
process.
yeah.
Oh yeah, what I struggle with. I mean, I don't really struggle too much, you know, in the studio. The only thing that would really throw me off is just like if it's bad vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Always gotta be a good vibe.
yeah, like my boys be tripping out because most of the times I go to the studio, like I don't really even be inviting females no more because it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's too much drama, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then once you cater to them, it's like, so it's like, when I'm in the studio, that's kind of my biggest thing, is just like, make sure the vibes is right, and everything else always falls into place, you know, quick, you know what I'm saying?
I got a
Like,
quick question.
Truth 100, it's just, you know, it used to be Just Jay the Truth. That's what my name originated from. You know what I'm saying? That was my old name. Like people who, when I first started making music, 15 and 17, people know me as Just Jay the Truth. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, people just started calling me Truth. You know, and instead of Jay or instead of Just Jay, whatever, they just started calling me Truth. So I just kind of dropped everything else, and that's how you know what I'm saying. Best advice I've ever. That's a good question, bro. These are good questions. the best advice I've ever been given in the music business is probably
Or in general, you know.
basically
What's the best
stay true to myself. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard in this music industry because like I said earlier, you kind of have to know what the sound is right now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists get trapped into like, oh, I have to make this kind of record to blow up. You know, I have to do this to blah blah blah. Like, so you kind of lose. Sometimes you lose yourself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lose. You know what you started making music for. You know, like you lose the feeling, the emotion that music is supposed to have because you're chasing what's hitting right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, staying true to yourself is kind of the biggest advice I've got, because it's like, you know, just don't forget, you know, what you're doing it for. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're all trying to make it, you know, provide for our families. You know what I'm saying? And change lives. You know, but don't forget what you're doing the music for. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're chasing that, I think that's when, you know, you kind of lose it.
You're Chicano, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about when you're Chicano, you automatically get boxed in with that
Chicano rap.
with Chicano rap? How's your take on it? Because some people are confused as far as they like being labeled this, but they don't want to be part of that genre. And do you look at it as a negative way, or do you look at it in a good way? Because it's like, one time, and I say that because one person one time told me, they said, well, I love to be labeled Chicano rap because I'm proud to be Chicano.
Right.
But I don't like that I'm labeled as a Chicano rapper and not just a rapper.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I've kind of accepted it because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to fight it, you know, like, in the literal sense, I am a Chicano rapper, you know, Chicano artist. But, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of young cats right now, a lot of artists coming up, you know, similar to myself, you know what I'm saying, that I feel confident in saying that they're going to change that meaning pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? That stereotype of Chicano rap. Because
It's
Chicano
changing,
rap,
it's changing, it's changing,
because
it's changing.
Chicano rap doesn't necessarily mean cholo rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know that's what it's.
It's because that's how it
gotten
started
boxed
out.
in
That's
as.
how it started out.
I know that's what it's gotten boxed in as. You know what I'm saying? But that's if y'all want to call me a Chicano rapper, cool. You know, but just know that we're gonna change that label. You know what I'm saying? That stereotype.
There's
of
different
what's there.
areas to it.
Exactly.
Right, I agree.
But I also don't mind it because, like I said, I'm really trying to put on for my people. You know, for you know, all Latinos, you know, across the globe. You know what I'm saying? To show that we can do what everybody else is doing on the radio right now too.
Why you think we're? Do you feel like we're? Am I saying it right? Suppressed or oppressed or like
Oppressed.
oppressed
Do you think just as being Chicano rapper, just being Chicano just in general,
in the
that-
music game?
in the music industry, that you're pushed?
To be honest, no, bro, we're not. I think obviously a lot of Chicano artists coming up, you know, there's a lot of politics involved, you know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of holds us back, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think the politics holds it back.
It holds us back a lot. I mean, but we're slowly making progression though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of progression out there, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think to a sense we are boxed in, but like how I tell other homies, no one's gonna take us serious unless we take ourselves serious. Start looking out for each other. Start, you know, lifting each other. Start, you know, leveling up. You know what I'm saying? If we're worried, you know, if we can't even get along with each other as a community, as Latinos, you know, like no one else is gonna take it serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly, very well
Well,
said.
we don't like each other. We like.
Well said.
you know what I'm saying?
we don't like.
Yeah, that's very
So-
well said.
We don't like it.
Right. So I mean, I don't. To a sense, there are some situations where, you know, I feel like we do get looked down on. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You know, I feel like sometimes we do get looked down on, but for the most part, I feel like we have a big part in that. You know, like we got to come together as a community if we really want to take this shit to the next level, and that's what I've been trying to do, me and my team. You know?
How many albums do you have?
Right now, officially, I have one album that the homie Misfit Soto produced. You know what I'm saying? We dropped that back like in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like a year or two ago. But yeah, I mean, I got 3 projects coming out. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon. I got 2 EPs coming out. I got one with the homie Player from the West. You know what I'm saying, look, y'all be on the lookout for that. I got an R&B project coming out.
Oh wow, R&B project.
Yeah.
There we
All right,
go.
you heard it here first.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. So I got an R&B project coming out, and then I got another project called Empty Hallways. That's gonna be kind of like my album. You know what I'm saying?
Can you list some of the artists you probably or possibly worked with?
Yeah, for sure. I got King Cash coming up on one of the albums.
Shout out King Cash.
Shout out King Cash. You know what I'm saying? I got a YBE. I have Misfit, my boy, player from the West. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who. A Sucker Free 104. To eat, man, I'm big on Mexican food, but I'm trying to stay away right now, bro. Hey, bro, a motherfucker.
What is the one thing you order? You step up right to order the front. What do you order?
Man, I be in the fucking menu for like 30 minutes just because I don't know what to order, dog. I love everything, dog. Everything Mexican food. It gotta be authentic, though. You know what I'm saying? None of that Taco Bell shit. I like authentic Mexican food.
So it's gonna be taco or is it gonna be like a torta?
Lengua, cabeza, labio. Come on, homie. I do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, yeah, probably if tacos, I'll probably get tacos over a torta, but man, don't play with me, bro. Good torta. The food, though, I ain't talking about the other tortas, you know? But right now.
Who are you bumping?
Ooh, who am I bumping? I'm bumping my boy player from the West, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm bumping Corday, you know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite artists right now. I bump a lot of J. Cole, Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, I'm a J. Cole fan myself.
You know, Benny the Butcher is another one. Shit. I don't really bump too much new music like that though, to be honest. But yeah, that's kind of.
Do you ever feel like when you bump, I don't mean to cut you off, when you bump artists, do you feel that it takes over your creative process? I mean,
no,
I'm kind of that way in a sense.
On the contrary, it's like I kind of need to, you know, be more in the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to kind of know what's the sound right now. You know what I'm saying? What's hitting and what's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of important. But at the same time, I like listening to music that moves me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if what's hitting right now, if it don't make me feel some kind of way, I'm not really gonna play it. You know what I'm saying?
Bilingual?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you rap in Spanish and in English, right?
Yeah, I have before. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
Will you do any music outside of rap? Like, will you like do anything in Spanish, like some corridos type stuff or banda?
Man, bro, I've been trying to, dog. I've been trying to link that up. I mean, I don't know as far as going like corridos, but I mean, I've been trying to work with a little banda that's based out of LA too. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some little mix match, you know.
You should hook up with JR. Effort.
Oh yeah, I think I would have to tap in.
Nice match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for music, you guys gotta get on that. Now, if you could work with 3 artists right now,
Okay.
who would you work with?
If I could work with any 3 artists right now, man, that's tough. I would probably say Cole. J. Cole's probably, you know, he's my favorite artist growing up. I really want to work with Corday. Like I said, I've been listening to him a lot. He's dope. Corday and probably I would say Blast, bro. You know, get a record and with Blast. Don't be afraid to just release music, bro, and create and try new things. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to do any of that, because I feel like that fear of the criticism, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of holds artists back. You know, that fear of like, what if they don't like it? What if this? What if that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But as long as, you know, you're making music from a good place and you're really putting that true emotion in it, those true feelings in it, you know, I feel like it'll get a good reaction, good response.
That's right. I appreciate you, Truth. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming out to the block.
I appreciate you for having me real talk.
Before we go, man, any shout outs? You want to shout out anybody?
Yes, sir. I want to shout out my boy Player from the West. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out my boy D-Boy, Frontline Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? you know, all the producers I've been working with, you know, Gabe, Larry Boy, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and shout out y'all, man. Shout out, you know, the Block Report, you know what I'm saying?
What's up? What's up?
It's your boy Kicks.
And I'm Half Ounce, and this is another episode of the Block Report.